Now we are having three basic motions. One is a straight line motion, then we are having the circular motion in clockwise, circular motion in the counterclockwise direction. So since they are related to the motion of the tool, they are basically a G code. So we will be using some G code, that is G alphabet and then certain numbers. Usually two numbers are used to specify the command to get the required type of motion. And each command will be having certain inputs that are required, and based on the inputs it is going to execute the block that is written in the as a part of the program. So G01 is for the linear motion, G02 is for the circular motion in the clockwise direction, G03 is the circular motion in the counterclockwise direction. Then if you are not having any cutting action and there is no contact between the tool and the workpiece, then we can use G00, that is a rapid motion. So the tool will be moved at the maximum possible speed available in the CNC machine from the starting point to the ending point at the maximum possible speed, that is a rapid motion. In the remaining three things here, we will be specifying at what speed the tool has to move, or what should be the feed rate at which the tool has to move from one point to the another point. In these three commands, it is possible to control the feed rate or the speed. In this one, rapid motion, it is not possible to control the feed rate because the command itself will tell to move at the maximum possible speed. Now question is why it is called as interpolation. Linear interpolation, circular interpolation, clockwise, circular interpolation, counterclockwise. The interpolation means we know the starting point and we know the ending point, and we are telling the controller to move from the starting point to the ending point in a designated manner. So designated manner means if we say linear interpolation, then it will try to generate a straight line path. But a CNC controller has to continuously monitor a number of points between starting point and the ending point. Now in what way it has to compute the intermediate points? It has to compute by the linear interpolation method. So it is going to compute a number of points in between the starting point and the ending point, and then it is going to find out the x and z coordinates along the particular path, and that controller will be moving through all those particular points individually, so that we are going to get a straight line motion. That is why it is called as the interpolation. Now you are having a circular interpolation. Similarly, when you are having a circular movement, then you are having the radius, you are having the starting point, you are having the ending point, and you are specifying the direction. So based on these input values, it has to compute a number of intermediate points from the starting point up to the ending point, and the controller will ensure that the tool is moving through all these intermediate points, so that whatever the profile that is generated, it is exactly as per the requirement. The more number of intermediate points are there, the more accurate will be the profile. Less number of points, it will be less accurate. So depending on the controller capacity, it can compute very large number of points, and you are going to get a very high accuracy. If the controller is not having capability to compute a very large number of intermediate points, then definitely whatever the profiles are there, circular profiles, it may not be very accurate in nature, because it may not be able to detect very small motions along particular axis, and there will be a loss of accuracy.